We start with the triangular bases. Avery?
2 times 5 divided by 2.
2 times
Oh, wait.
5.
Times 4.
Good.
And then divided by.
Good. So we've got the height of the triangle is 5. The base is 4. So 5 times 4 divided by 2 will give us that triangle area. And then Avery multiplied by 2 because there are 2 of them. So that's going to give us 20. And then what about the rectangles? Who can tell us what you did for the rectangles? Aiden. All right, so somebody else in the last class did it that way too. So yesterday when we talked about this, looking at the net, we said you could just add all of the sides of the triangle together. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 is where Aiden got that 12. So this whole side is going to be 12. Made it one big rectangle. That's 12 by 9. And you said that's 108. So then how are we going to get our final surface area here? Clara?
You're going to add together 108 and 20.
Good. 108 plus 20 equals, 128 inches squared. How many people got that one on your own for warm-ups today? A couple of us? Okay. If you didn't get this one, do you see where your mistake was? Or maybe you didn't have time to finish, which is also okay. Anyone have questions for me? The rectangle portion, you could have also done 3 times 9 times 4 because each of these little rectangles was 9 by 4 and we had 3 of them that were the same. So you could have used that for your rectangles as well. Either way should have gotten you to that same answer. Okay. Questions on that? Okay. Here's what we're doing today. We are going to finish our surface area foldable and look at our pyramids today. We may or may not have a few minutes at the end of class for you to start practicing kind of individually finding surface area. If not, all of our notes are going to be finished by the end of class today. So there's nothing new for me to teach you between now and when you take this 3D geometry summative, which will be next Thursday. You will get your study guide today. You'll have a week to do it. But the classes that we have between now and then are just going to be opportunities for you to practice and feel better about finding surface area of all these different shapes. Okay, so we have class tomorrow. We will not have class on Monday because Monday's a late start day. And then next week we start OST testing. So you'll have class on your regular block day. So for class 2, that for you guys, it's going to be Tuesday. But instead of it being a block of math, it's going to be just a single period of math on Tuesday because we have state testing in the morning. So it'll make more sense when we do it next week. But we'll have practice on Friday. We'll have practice on Tuesday, summative on Thursday. Lucas. There will be Bobcat, our last Bobcat groups of the year will be Monday morning. Yes. Okay. So homework up here. If you were with me yesterday for reteaching, you should have a retake packet. Those are going to be due on Monday. And then everyone's going to get your study guide today, which will be due on Thursday. Okay. All right. If you've not grabbed colored pencils yet, go ahead and make sure you've got those, your surface area foldable pencil and calculator out in front of you. And we're going to start here with our rectangular pyramids. All right, we'll start this top part. Rectangular pyramids have one rectangular base. Why is that yellow? We didn't do that. Uh-huh. And then we're going to shade the base. So pick one of your colors. And shade those. I'm going to fill in this surface area equation, and then I'm going to let you catch up if you are still getting settled here. So for a surface area of a rectangular pyramid, we need the area of the rectangular base plus the area of the 4 triangular faces. This question about the model of Egyptian pyramids, and we're going to jump down and find surface area of just the 2 that are given. So let's start with the bases that we just shaded. So we're going to say the area of that rectangle. On this one, that rectangular base, how would I find the area of that rectangle? Aiden, bless you. Good. 7 times 6, which is 42. Okay, now I'm going to show you what you can do when you're finding the area. Again, what I'm teaching you in terms of showing your work, as you take a whole year in high school of geometry, okay, these are just going to be good like work strategies for how you can label and organize your work and make it easier to follow. So you can always color code, okay, but we can also use numbers to label sides. Before we color or number things, if we think of this rectangular pyramid, okay, if it's a rectangular base, what do we know about the triangular faces around the side? Are they going to be the same? Are they going to be different?
I was going to say that there are 4 of them.
There are 4 of them. Okay, let's add to that. I agree with you, Clara.
They're all going to be the same because they have to come together the same.
So they do all have to come together to that same peak, but they're not actually all going to be the same. You would think, oh, they're going to the same point, so they're going to be the same triangles, but they're not.
Because the rectangle has different side lengths.
Yeah, so the rectangle, since the sides of the rectangles are different, unfortunately our triangles can't all be the same. Are any of them going to be the same though?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, so on this, kind of like the rectangular prism, our opposite sides will be the same. So if you picture a rectangle, picture this rectangle, okay? My opposite sides are the same length, right? So the 2 triangles coming off those opposite sides are going to be the same. And then coming off my other set of sides, I'm going to have 2 triangles that are the same because the opposites have to match up. But if the sides of the rectangle are different, then the pairs are not going to be the same. Okay, so what I can do is I can color code and I can say, okay, this one here, this one here on the left is actually going to be the same as this one. I'm not going to shade it in, but the one in the back behind it. If I don't have colored pencils or colors to work with, I can also number things. So I can say, okay, I'm going to call this triangle, triangle number 1. And then when I go down here to show my work, I'm going to say the area of triangle 1. So the one that I labeled with a 1 is the one that I'm doing my work for here. And then when I get to a new triangle, I can label it triangle 2 and then have my work for triangle 2. So whatever you can try to do to organize this is kind of an easy, fast way to organize that work there. Okay, so if I look at that triangle 1 that I shaded in red, how many did we say they're going to be? Yep, so there's 2 of those. What are the base and the height of those 2 that we have shaded in red? Or I have shaded in red. It might be different on yours. MK? Very good. So we're going to do 2 times 7 times 12 divided by 2. So again, like yesterday, since we have 2 and they're both triangles being divided by 2, all we have to do in our calculator is 7 times 12, which is 84. Now I'm going to go back. I've got this triangle here on the right. I'm going to pick maybe a different color. If you look at this one, oh, yep, sorry. Can I just zoom out? Is that better? Or is that okay? Okay, so if I look at this one, do you notice that the height is not labeled on that triangle that I just shaded in green? If the height is not labeled, we're going to assume that it has the same height as the other triangle. Sometimes that's going to be the same. So sometimes all of those sides will at least have the same height. They might have different bases, but the same height. Sometimes they'll be labeled differently. So if they have different labels, we have to go with the different labels. But if they're not labeled differently, we're going to assume they're the same. So what are the base and the height of those 2? Oh, I'm going to label this and call this triangle 2. What would I say the base and the height are there? William? 6 times what? Good. I thought you said 2. All right, 6 and 12. So we're going to have area of triangle 2. There are 2 of those. They have a base and height of 6 and 12 divided by 2, which if we plug that in is going to be 72. I'm going to let you catch up there. And then I want you to think to yourself, how am I going to find my total surface area now? Because I've got all 5 sides down here. What should I do to get my total surface area? Yep. Go ahead and finish that out at your seat with your calculator. Should get an answer in the high 100s.
Centimeters squared.
Very good. 198 centimeters squared. Take a second, look that over, look at how we've got it color coded. See if there are any places where maybe I lost you or if you have questions that I can answer before we go on to this next one. Oh my gosh. It did work. One more. Flip one more page on yours. Good. All right, what do you notice about this last one or the second one, the net? There's something different about the base here. Leo? Yeah, so that's a square now instead of a rectangle because the sides of the base are the same. So what is that going to mean for our triangle sides or my triangular faces on this one? Yeah, because the sides of the base are all the same, now all of my triangles are going to be the same. Okay, so let's start same thing with the rectangle. What are the dimensions of the rectangle? 8 and 8, so 8 times 8, is 64.
I just colored it.
Oh, go over it with, pick one of those colors. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just pick one of them and just go over the other two with it. And then, yep, you can pick another color and actually shade all of those triangles the same color since they're all going to be the same. And then for our work, it's fine. We're going to do 4, you're right. So we're going to have the area of the triangles is 4 times, what are the base and the height? Yep, 10 times 8 divided by 2. Go ahead and get that math done. What's that give us there? 160, very good. So now we've got the 4 triangles and the square base, so we can get our total surface area by adding those together. 160 plus 64. 224 feet squared.
I was trying to say, like, whenever you do have triangles, you only have 2, so they always cancel out.
Yeah, but this time since it's 4, they're not just going to cancel out like that. All right, questions on those? Like I said before, we're going to skip the word problems on these for today just to make sure we can get through the other pyramids. And then I might have you come back and do 1 or 2 of them for warm-ups tomorrow. Are we good on those? All right, let's go to our last shape.
Wait, what now?
The worst. Mrs. Sharma says it's the worst one.
It is.
Well, it depends on what the base looks like.
I think this is the hardest one to visualize.
Yeah.
What?
All right. So triangular pyramids have triangular bases. So we're going to shade in those triangular bases. And then I actually am going to have you add a couple of things to your foldable that I meant to mark before I copied it and I didn't. So. All right, so on this first shape, it actually didn't give us quite enough information. So what I need you to do is on the base triangle, mark that our right angle is right up here in this front corner. So we're gonna make the right angle in that front corner. And then also you have the dashed line here for the height, but it's not actually labeled as 15 on yours. Go ahead and write the 15 in next to it. So you are adding this 15 and you are marking the right angle here. All right, and then for where we have our formula, we're gonna say for surface area, it's the area of 1 triangular base plus the area of 3 triangular side faces. Let you catch up there. If we have a triangular pyramid that has 4 equivalent faces, meaning the base triangle and all 3 of those side faces are all the same exact triangle, that's kind of a unique triangular pyramid, and it is called a tetrahedron. Yes, I know, you probably knew that was going to be it, right? Tetrahedron. And if you have that kind of triangular pyramid, it's actually pretty easy to solve. The rest of them get a little bit trickier. Yeah.
Do you have
Question here is, how is a triangular pyramid different than a triangular prism? So think prism, pyramid, what's different about them? Aiden, give me one thing.
I was just gonna say a triangle pyramid goes up to a point and the prism doesn't.
Okay, good. So we can write that a pyramid comes to a point. Clara?
A pyramid normally has like 4 rectangles like around it.
A pyramid or a prism?
Sorry, prism, not pyramid.
The prism has rectangular faces. Logan?
have a triangular base?
They both have triangular bases. Okay, the pyramid has how many triangular bases though?
3.
Base?
1.
1. So this has 1 triangle base, but the prism has how many? 2 triangle bases. Good. So they both have triangular bases because they both have triangular in their name, but it's the difference in how many of those bases they have. Good. If you want to put a pyramid has 4 total faces, and the prism has 5 total faces. Now, somebody asked last period, because it's the most important question of all, do I have to know this for the test? Okay, am I going to ask you this exact question on the summative? Probably not, but do you need to know the difference between a prism and a pyramid for the test? Absolutely. You need to be able to know this comes to a point at the top, this is a pyramid. This does not come to a point at the top, this is a prism. And kind of know the difference. Prisms have 2 bases, pyramids have 1. Okay, that will become especially important as you're working through the vocab section of your test.
Reminds me of a tent.
A tent? It does kind of look like a little teepee.
I just pierced a hole through my paper.
Oh,
What now?
sounds like something William would do. All right, let's do the one on the left first. It's harder. Let's get it out of the way. So we've got the base here. We marked the right angle because it wasn't marked for us. How many of those bases do we have that are the same? Just 1. So we're not going to multiply it by like 2 or 3 or 4. What are the base and the height that form the right angle of that base? The one I have in purple up there. Very good. So we're going to have the area of the base is going to be 8 times 6 divided by 2, which is 24. Now, how many colored pencils did I tell you to get? 3.
But I have a lot more.
That's unfortunate
Why?
because there's really 4 different sides here. So we're going to shade 3 of them. You can swap colored pencils with somebody at your table to get a 4th color, or you can do the 4th one in pencil, regular pencil. Okay, or you could number them 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got this side, bless you. This side right here is where I'm going to start, the one on the left. Beautiful. All right, this one I've got the base. The height is not labeled, so just like for that last one, since the height is not labeled here, we're going to assume the height on all of these triangles are the same. So this one that I just colored in red and I'm going to label as number 1, or maybe I'll label it as 1 there. What are the base and the height of that one? Aiden? 8 and 15. So for the area of triangle 1, I have 1 of them, 8 times 15 divided by 2. It should be 60. I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to do this one on the right next. I'm going to try to color it a little bit nicer because Mrs. Sharma did not like my shading job on the first one. Is that better? It's got an overlap in it, which makes it a little icky. Oh gosh. All right, we're calling that triangle 2. What are its dimensions? Somebody different. Length and, or sorry, base and height of that one. Clara?
6 and 15.
Love it. 6 and 15. So we're going to call that guy triangle 2. 6 times 15 divided by 2 is 45. So we've got 3 triangles so far. This guy has 4, so we've got 1 more to do. And he's kind of tucked away in the back here. So that's going to be kind of tricky to shade. Best of luck to you. Oh my gosh. So this triangle here in the back is going to be triangle 3. What are the base and height of triangle 3? Leo. Love that. 10 and 15. That should be 75. What's going to be your last step here? Good. Add them all together. So we've got 24 plus 60 plus 45 plus 75. Give you a second to write it to catch up. And then go ahead and calculate. You should get an answer in the low 200s this time around. Lily says 204 meters squared. She is correct. Pretty low 200s. All right, we got 1 more and then we're going to be done for the day. And done with all of our notes. We have powered through surface area this week. It's been a lot. Heavy lift. What do you notice about the one on the right? The one that's a net? It is a net. I will agree with you there, Avery.
All the time. They're hot.
See, how are you going to give it away to the other class if you guys don't even know how to say it? You're right. It is a hedron. Yeah, it is a tetrahedron. All 4 of those triangular faces are the same. It is a tetrahedron. I will tell you that is a fun word to know. I am not going to put that fact on your summative. So don't focus on trying to memorize that word. I will tell you right now, I'm not asking you to know that for your test. So don't spend lots of time and energy trying to learn that word. Okay, just a fun fact.
I have it memorized because my aunt, she likes fish and she has tetras. So it's like really simple.
All right, tetrahedron. All 4 pieces are the same. So this one's actually going to be a lot easier because we have all 4 faces that are the exact same. Yeah, they're all the same, so you can shade them all the same. It is one big triangle. All right, so the surface area here, we have 4 triangles that are the same. What are the base and the height of those triangles? 4 times 12 times 10 divided by 2. Write it out. Get an answer, and then we're done. This one should also be in the 200s. More middle of the road 200s, though. Harrison? 240. Love it. 240 inches squared.